I thought it would be a good idea if this week's Liddle Scottish Shoes came from a pole dancing emporium. What do you think? Come on, good idea, isn't it? So people come here and slide up and down poles, do they?
Yeah, they do. They come here to do pole fitness. So they come for classes and courses to get fit, have fun, and learn a new skill. Start with a warm-up, just like to raise your heartbeat, get the body warm, and then you start and you do different tricks according to your level. So beginners, when they first come in, obviously they're doing things that are much simpler, like just basic spins around the pole, turning under the arm, and then as you get get strength, get stronger, you start doing climbing, then you start inverting, and then the slope is very high from that. We have probably about 200 people a week coming on courses and in classes.
But sorry about this, a course. You just climb up the pole, don't you? I mean, with respect, you just climb up the pole.
Yeah, well, maybe you can demonstrate in a bit.
But I mean, what
you
is...
can show us how easy it is.
Well, indeed. So in a way, you've kind of reclaimed it, haven't you? You've kind of reclaimed it for women and men, but you've taken it away from the sort of voyeurism which it used to have about it.
Yeah, so when you're doing pole for fitness, it's not about voyeurism, it's about personal strength, personal, challenges. Doing it in a different environment obviously changes it. I'm nervous about saying that we've reclaimed it because I don't want to cast any aspersions on people that do it in a different industry, but it is a different skill. It's a different context and that changes the parameters of it.
The suggestion is, you see, that this exciting activity could well be very soon established as an Olympic sport.
Is it actually a sport? Do you know, it's funny, I remember that same question being asked when they brought in rhythmic gymnastics and synchronised swimming. And you only have to watch that once for 2 minutes to think, yes, this is a sport. This is something that I would pay to watch. This is something where they should form teams and organise a league. People's argument against pole dancing will be, oh yeah, but where does it come from? You say the same about boxing. Where did boxing start? Boxing started with a couple of blokes just sitting each other in a pub. That's all it was. And now it's a multi-million-dollar industry. And it's the same with pole dancing. You wait until the money starts pouring in. You wait until those poles aren't sticky anymore and they get the gold poles.
And indeed, the Olympic Committee are about to accept skateboarding, for example. I quite like the idea of the Olympics recognising stuff which takes place in a pub after 10:30. So I think there's something like synchronised glassing people in the face. That would be sort of a fairly interesting. So I think we'd do well. We'd get a few golds at that. Freestyle vomiting. Freestyle having a shag in the kebab shop on the way home. How about that? It must be great for your company, but the idea that this might be an Olympic sport.
Yeah, I think it's really amazing to have the recognition because obviously, I've run the company a long time and there have been a lot of raised eyebrows when I've said I have a pole fitness company. But this just says, well, it is a sport. It's been recognised as a sport now. So, of course, it gives recognition and it just gives it that sort of weight of
respectability.
I suppose, it makes it a bit more respectable.
There is still a question, isn't there, when people say, I work for a pole dancing company, people say, do you indeed?
It's a bit boring now, but I understand.
Great for keeping fit and everything, but as a competitive sport?
As a competitive sport, well, it can be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult.
Sure.
Like acrobatics. There's pole now in Cirque du Soleil. To be able to do the moves that you need to be at the, say, Olympic level, it's very difficult. It requires an incredible amount of training and discipline to be able to get that good flexibility, all the rest of it. So like gymnastics or figure skating. It's in league with those, I'd say.
Would you go and see at the Olympics people pole?
I would, yeah.
Would you? I suppose you would.
I would, yeah, I would. I think it's very exciting when you see really good pole. It's really exciting. It can be fluid, like dance. The tricks. I mean, it's astounding what people can do.
People don't understand competitive pole dancing. People have only seen one person pole dancing. That's the usual thing. But when you see 10, 15, 20 people going at it and being judged all the time and the different moves, and of course they have the different age brackets, it's a wonderful, seriously. I can see it taking the place, I'll be quite honest, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I know what happens in the Olympics. I think pole vaulting is on the way out.
I can do this. I can't do it. But it might redress the balance, mightn't it? That all the sports which are in the Olympics, which we're really good at, are the ones which cost loads and loads of money to do, such as cycling and yachting and the shooting. Here's something which even the impoverished countries of Africa, they can afford a pole. So it levels the playing field a bit, doesn't it?